They're not even gonna understand.
It's going down, y'all. Block work 28 for the pound, y'all.
Yeah. All right, let me see who all in here already, man. What up, man? What up, y'all? How y'all doing? Lyrically correct. Carlton, John, or Gene, whichever one. Voice of reason. I ain't even on that Black Ops, yo. I've been here chilling. Simply, what up, yo? What is up? We're gonna get it in tonight, yo. As y'all can see, I got a special guest. We're gonna talk about that shit here in a second. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Y'all let me know if y'all can see me. Let me know how we sounding in here. Facebook done held me back, so some people might be late to get to it, might not be able to find it, because they done blocked every fucking page I have now. Now all of them blocked. What's up, Damaris? Let me put it up on Twitter. Let me put it up on my Twitter page real quick. If I can remember my fucking password. You know how some shit just automatically logs in for you? You get lazy and shit and forget the goddamn password. Damn, that shit wasn't right. That shit wasn't right. Oh, damn it. I don't even know my fucking password. What up, y'all? Irene, what is up? I thought. Damn, that shit ain't right again. What the fuck was it?
I use the same 3-4 passwords for
everything. Damn. I'm not giving y'all my fucking phone number. See, this is how they try to get you, man. They're giving y'all my phone number for shit.
So they want you tapped in, man.
Hell no. What's up, Quiet Giant? Yeah, we're going to talk about this Malcolm X shirt. In particular, we're going to talk about Malcolm X here tonight. We're going to deal. Let me turn this shit down, y'all, so we can get it in. What is up, everybody? Y'all let me know y'all can hear. Y'all hear me? This is my brother in the background. Somebody asked me who is this in the background. This is my brother, blood brother, same mama, same daddy. Yeah.
How you doing? Still Neil in the building.
That's my brother Neil. He in here with me tonight. We gonna talk about this shit together. A lot of this show gonna be just us. You know, we thinking about doing a channel where we just, you know, kind of go back and forth because we don't agree on every damn thing. We argue a little bit about some shit. So, you know, let people see, see that dynamic. You know what I mean? Some of y'all done seen videos of my brother on there before. So, you know, y'all done seen videos. Some of y'all fortunate people that saw some of those videos from back in the day.
The times have changed.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah. Some people on here already know. Yeah, they like, what's up, Neil? You ain't even seeing this shit. Yeah, Neil, people. What up?
What up?
Yeah. First and foremost, y'all, we must deal with Obama. We must. At this point, we have no choice but to deal with him. I'm going to talk about some shit here that's going on in the world that Obama has decided to stick his neck out and help save this particular group of people. Now, y'all know about North Carolina and their HB2, you know, basically stating, and I got it pulled up right here, it requires people to use the bathroom corresponding to the gender of their birth certificates. That means if you was born and shit was swinging, you was a boy. If not, shit was a little separated, you was a girl. This is the rules that the fuck going on out here on your birth certificate. It also limits civil rights protections for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people, preventing local governments from extending rights beyond what the state offers. In other words, if they be like, well, nah, y'all can't come in here, that's a right of a business to be like that. Now, that's fucked up, but that's what type shit they're able to do here, right? Now, this happened. Of course, Pat's bitch ass is catching heat for this. And Obama has stepped in, and what Obama wanted to do in his, you know, little free world is, you know, come in and stick his neck out. And I'll read here, and I quote, President Obama responded with a letter that sent last week to every public school in the country, warning that federal money could be eliminated for any school that doesn't allow transgender students to use the restrooms and locker rooms that correspond to their chosen gender. Now, what that essentially means is that in public schools, if you don't let any child that's a boy that decides that he's a girl that morning use the ladies' room, then we will take your motherfucking bread. Dang. That's what Obama decided to stick his neck out here and do. What's up, Dylan?
And
you make sure you watch out for these trolls.
Are not getting the funding that they deserve. So they're already threatening to take more money from the schools that are not already getting money, which is even more fucked up.
Do you think Obama gives a fuck, really? Not really. Schools are already having a problem, especially public schools, with funding. And he's threatening that if you don't let this little boy use the girls' room, or let the little girl who decides that she might want to be a boy today use the boys' room, then we're going to take some of your motherfucking bread. Now, Obama hasn't come out and speak against racism, these murders and killings that are happening via the hands of the cops, 3Ks. Don't get this shit fucked up. He ain't really said too much about that. He actually wrote in a bill into legislation to offer protection to police. He's also done that for police. Now he's coming out here sticking his neck out for transgenders.
It makes me wonder if he got his hands tied and if somebody is making him do this shit. Like maybe he's the Manchurian candidate.
He signed up for this shit though. He knew coming in the game that his hands would be quote unquote tied. These motherfuckers know what they're getting into. You know what I'm saying? They groom their whole lives for this shit. So he knows. So I'm not letting him off the motherfucking hook with that shit. I don't care. I don't care. He knew the game when he got in the game. And he agreed to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? He agreed to be controlled.
He did.
So if you do that, then you're not on the motherfucking team. Everybody was touting him around as, the first black president, which is cool visually, but based on his actions, I'm not claiming this nigga. And I ain't been claiming this nigga. And y'all know that. If y'all been watching my videos, I ain't never claimed him because he always doing some old shady shit on the low. But this was kind of more outright. But how you gonna come out here and they using words like civil rights? They're using words like civil rights. Now, black people was under the guise, under the misconception that civil rights were about us specifically. But clearly, based on this verbiage, civil rights for transgender, lesbian, gay, bisexual couples.
Yeah, it's not exclusive to black people.
So why have we touted around and said that we are looking for or seeking civil rights specifically for black people? Clearly, that's impossible. Clearly. But this is what y'all boy Obama out here doing. Now, are y'all still supporting this shit? Because a lot of people still are. A lot of people just drunk so much of the Kool-Aid that now they can't really come back from this shit.
They want to admit that they was wrong.
Because that's really all it is.
For them twice.
And some people don't even think this is wrong. And I'm not saying it's wrong because to me, I look at this shit like, I'm not worried about transgenders raping my children in the bathroom. I'm not concerned with that. That's what pedophiles do. And I think the mistake that a lot of us make is that we'll pair people that have, to me, abnormal sexual preferences automatically to pedophiles. We treat them like that. It's automatic. We connect the dot. If you like me, and you automatically like little boys. Yeah. And I think it's wrong to treat people like that. Essentially, like that's wrong. So, and I hate that people do that, but once they were able to get enough people to do that, and then you have your religious motherfuckers out here who, want to cast everybody to hell or whatever like that, you have them out here being judgmental, so it created a divide. So now we have even more division over an issue that's not really an issue. We're talking about bathrooms. I feel like AI, I watched a fucking documentary on AI last night on Netflix and shit, and I feel like him in that practice shit, like practice? Because I'm like, bathrooms? We talking about fucking bathrooms now? This is what's over everything right now. All this fucking bullshit going on out here.
Yeah.
And bathrooms.
Drone strikes, you know,
Yeah.
slavery, 12 million people still
Right.
living in slavery today. But we're talking about
bathrooms.
People being able to identify as something else to use a bathroom.
Bathrooms. This is what's real. This is what Obama comes out for, based on, and then threaten schools.
And it's being called a bathroom war. Like, like the war on drugs, the war on terror, it's bathroom war. Come on.
They're using this type of verbiage over boys going to the men's room and women's room, you know, everybody going to where the fuck they belong. This has not been an issue before, but it's made an issue right now. Not the fact that they still out here killing black people, these cops, and getting off. That's not that big of a deal. How is that possible? Are y'all sipping on that Obama juice? Y'all still on it? People were saying that Michelle Obama was actually a transgender at one point.
Which is fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I didn't say it was real shit. All right. I didn't say I believed it. So I never really got on here and made a video supporting it. But people were saying this shit. But then now, based on his actions, I gotta at least give a piece. Like, I'm not saying I completely agree, but I gotta at least give somewhat of a like, no.
She can her history has been traced back, man. From when
right.
she was a little girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they kind of showed us that shit. You know, and I said at this point, I think they can show us whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't trust them with shit. I mean, that's just me. I don't trust them with anything. You know, right? I'm not saying I fully believe, but now you kind of give me a little like, what? Why would he threaten schools to take money away from schools for not letting young people that should be led in a direction in which they should go? Like, I don't care how you feel, Bobby, you're taking your ass to the boys' room throughout school. This is what you're going to do. You don't have a fucking choice. That's just how it is. Like, what the fuck is this shit? There's no type of, we just letting people run around doing whatever the fuck they want, identify however the fuck they want. And y'all know the pedophiles coming next. Yeah. I just saw some shit on Facebook the other day. Even though I'm fucking blocked on every fucking page, I saw some shit on Facebook where this pedophile dude done came out and talked about how hard it is for him. He's trying to fight the shit off all the time. To not fuck with kids. It's not his fault. It's something he was born with. Does that sound familiar? A problem he was born with. So they're going to be wanting civil rights here soon and not be judged. Hey, I can't help these urges I have. I fight really hard not to fuck with kids. Yeah. This is what's coming.
It's coming. Damn sure is.
So y'all need to understand that shit.
Once they legalized gay marriage federally and made it a nationwide thing,
right? Regardless of how people felt,
I knew that it's only a matter of time. I give it, say, 20 years.
I'll give it less than that. I'm rolling down 5 to 10. Like, I'm passing them out 5 to 10. 5 to 10, shit's gonna get real out here. We're gonna see exactly how much power. Y'all say the president don't got no power. Now, what he's done again is come out and told public schools that we're gonna take your bread. If you don't let little boys go to the girls' room, little girls go to the boys' room if they decide to identify with a different sex that day. That's what you do. So clearly he has power. This Congress is holding him back. Obama's hands are always tied. Well, you know. Now, mind you, I do believe that the people that control Obama is fuck them too. Now, understand that I don't just think it's Obama. The people that control him are fucking pro the homosexual, let's distract the people with sexuality right now agenda, race and sexuality. Let's just throw them off with this shit. Keep them at each other's throats and eyes, even though ain't nothing been wrong with the fucking bathrooms. Well, you know, let's make that an issue to them. Let's let them fight over it. And we let this shit work. Who the fuck? I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. Now, I do have to explain to my kids, like, yo, shit might get a little different than what it was when I was coming up, you know. Because these kids are the ones that's going to have to adjust. Well, we're going to have a harder time adjusting than the kids because younger kids, if they grow up and that's the norm, then that's going to be their norm. We have to understand that is a reality, generational programming. It changes per generation. There are people that's living there. Remember when black folk had to go in the goddamn back. So there are people that are living that remember that shit. So it's generational programming. If our kids come up and this is normal, they won't see anything wrong with it. Probably won't even come up because I still don't know how they're going to enforce this rule. How do you enforce it? At public restroom, how do you enforce who's going in there? Do you put cameras on that bitch? That's invasion of privacy. You got a ball checker at the door? And I don't know if they do their hand like this or not. I don't know if they really do that. It could be a more of a firm grip and check. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know why I did their hand like that. But this, you know, somebody at the door checking for nuts and shit, right? How are they going to even enforce this shit? How? But Obama comes out here, sticks his neck out for it. I just want to take a second to show everybody your boy. All right, that's all I wanted to do. I'm showing you your boy, y'all's boy. Y'all voted for him.
What they saying in the comments, yo?
Get in. Get in real quick. They right there. Let me see. Let me check. Let me check and see what's going on in the comments.
You know, my blind ass can't see.
Right. Mad love the Antoine Lorenzo Lions. Showing respect for my videos. Mad love, man. I appreciate you fucking with me. Let me see what y'all saying about old Barry.
I mean, Obama he's doing some positive things too.
Man,
I guess.
Fuck that shit, man.
He gave a minimum wage increase to the middle class. I know that's something that he's been working on.
Man, listen. Here's my opinion about minimum wage being increased, which I think is a fucking great thing. But it can only be a great thing that makes a difference outside of it just being a gesture if they stop raising the cost of living every goddamn year. Minimum wage wouldn't be a problem if it didn't cost $5 for a gallon of milk. If gas wasn't fucking $2, sometimes $2.50, almost $3 a gallon. If those weren't issues, if fucking Wendy's wasn't raising their goddamn price up all the goddamn time on a junior bacon, this shit's going up every fucking year. Everything's being, higher.
And if you want to get organic, it's like $5-6.
You goddamn right. If you want to do anything healthy,
just to be healthy, man.
Right. If you want to do anything healthy, it costs even more than that. So his positive shit is being, to me, I see through it. Like, I've been given vision. Like, that's cool, but what about the cost of living? What about inflation? What about these concepts that you made a problem that you're not dealing with, though? Somebody not my junior bacon. But that's real, though. Like, if that's not going to be dealt with, then you can give people $20 an hour as minimum wage. But if you raise the gas to $10 a gallon, then you still, that becomes nothing. At one point, $9 was the shit. If you was making $9 an hour, you were the shit on the block. Your suit was clean and everything. $9 was the shit at one point, right? You came down flossed out with $9 an hour. Now that shit's an insult. People might as well spit in your fucking face, because you're gonna have to work another one of those just to make it.
They're saying that he's signing legislation into place right now to prevent, I guess, the next president from going wild style whenever they get in office.
So he gonna go,
specifically Donald Trump, and I think people know that they're going to vote Donald Trump into office.
I can't. Donald Trump ain't gonna win, dog. I'm telling you, he looks too bad to people, yo. Like,
don't be surprised, man. They voted Ronald Reagan into office at one point in time.
I'm saying, but he was sent, though. Yeah, he was an actor, but Donald Trump, that nigga is there to make Hillary look great. That's all he's there for. Say wild shit, make everybody run. Like, Hillary's a much better candidate than him, because they're gonna give you two choices. You're gonna have Donald Trump's old racist bitch ass, or you're gonna have Hillary Clinton's old racist bitch ass. But he keep coming out his mouth. At least Hillary trying to do the nay with black folk, with the whip. She trying to pander, got her husband giving black folk chicken and shit. Like, Donald Trump ain't doing all that shit. Like,
no, he is not dancing for black folk.
Nah, he not. He's saying that he loves it. I did see a quote where I saw him holding a black baby. I got mad. I got mad at the baby's mama and daddy. I got mad at both of them immediately. I couldn't even deal with Trump. Like, and the baby's innocent, so I dealt with the parents. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? But he want to act like he like black folk. But if a person doesn't like Mexicans, they don't like black folk. That's just how I feel. I don't really give a fuck how anybody feels about that. But if you don't like Mexicans, And the things you say about Mexicans are the same type shit that white folk gonna say about black folk when they get ready. And that's why you don't fuck with them. Then you can't fuck with black folk. You can't, in my opinion. Wow. F the Cool Kid says Bill Clinton got a black son who's actively in his life. Clinton not racist. Hillary maybe. So you saying Bill Clinton not racist because he got a black son, but his wife is racist, possibly?
What in the hell?
Does that make sense? Do you know the types of things that Bill Clinton signed into legislation? How he boosted the fucking effectiveness? Yeah.
He locked up a lot of black people when he was president.
Yes. The privatized prison complex got a big boom in the stock market fucking with Clinton and his 3 strikes rule.
Remind me of the Sirens. Remember how they played the beautiful music, the lower men?
Into the ocean. A lot of people don't know
That's
what
what he did with the saxophone.
That motherfucker made him believe that he was like BB King and shit with it. That's what he did to him. Trying to move like, you know, black a little bit, and y'all fell for, oh shit, Clinton, he got some black, you know what I mean? Like, he getting head, you know, that's black shit, head.
No.
Hit the blunt, that's black shit.
He's not one of y'all.
And then gave y'all chicken while his wife was running for motherfucking presidents. Handing out chicken in the hood.
Nothing wrong with that. Right.
He's pandering though. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's still pandering though. Like, chicken good as fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are, what color you are, goddamn it. But if you in the hood trying to get that black vote, you know, you whipping your nays, you going through all the process. Got the black pastor standing with you, cooning with you and shit, cooning for you and shit. Donald Trump got his black pastors with him too. Like, yo, he cool. Fuck the Mexicans. We love Jesus. Fuck with Donald Trump. That's basically what the fuck these black pastors are saying. But it's cool. But it's cool. And y'all falling for the Obama deception. Y'all letting this shit beat y'all like y'all letting them beat y'all. And then this president, like, get the fuck out of here, yo. This president shit ain't real for us. It's not real to working class people. They ain't doing shit for us, but making the illusion even deeper. And then coming in on a state level saying you got to go to this motherfucker and you have to allow kids to go to whatever fucking bathroom they want, or we're going to take your motherfucking bread. Or we're going to take your bread. That's bullying shit. I know. I had to wait till I get through my rant. What's up, Leon? That's bullying shit, yo. For real. And when people understand that that's bullying shit, and Obama jumping out here for shit like that, but we still don't know what happened to black people being found without their organs inside their bodies. Like, we still, that shit type shit still happening. Don't nobody really give a fuck about that.
He'll shed a tear for it, but that's about it.
He don't even shed enough tears to me, you know, not in my opinion anyway.
I'm sure they gave him eye drops.
Yeah, he did cry a little bit one time. I forgot what the fuck it was about. But he cried when the mass shootings and stuff he had, and he be breaking weak. Like, he don't really got nothing to say for us, man. He don't really got nothing to say for us. Bronze QT says the black man will never have power in this country. Obama is a puppet. The only thing about that statement that's a tad flawed is that any president is a puppet. Any, no matter the color, gender, or sexual orientation. That's the only thing. Obama's a puppet, but another one's coming even if they're white. You know what I'm saying? Even if they Asian, even if they fucking, you know, I don't give a fuck who they are. If they are president in this country, they will not have power. And they come out here and tell the truth, JFK. That's what I'm noticing. F the Cool Kids is really throwing his neck out there for Bill Clinton. F the Cool Kids is really believing in Bill Clinton. Congratulations, Demetrius Taylor said he graduate tomorrow. Congratulations, bro. Keep going.
You said where he graduating from?
No, he didn't say where he's graduating from. He just said he was graduating. Who all knows that tomorrow is Malcolm X Day? Did you know? Who all knows that tomorrow is Malcolm X Day? How many of y'all are aware of that? May 19th, Malcolm X Day. Now, it's not going to be on your fucking calendar. All right? This is why I got this shirt on right now, and I'm wearing a bitch tomorrow. Fuck y'all. All right? Wearing it tomorrow, too, as well. We'll do that tomorrow. And I'm be posting on my fucking Instagram and on fucking Twitter my Malcolm X shit. He deserves a fucking day. All day. So, how many of y'all knew? And if you don't know, now you know. Dedicate your post tomorrow to showing some respect to one of the greatest black men that ever walked the face of the motherfucking earth.
Are the kids gonna be out of school tomorrow?
No.
No. It was rhetorical.
They won't be out of school tomorrow. They don't respect it, but we can. We can make it real for us because that's what we do. We'll wait on them to kind of give us a day to celebrate, and then we can do it with them if they allow us to. We've been doing that shit for a long fucking time. If they honor it, then we can honor it. Then it's okay because everybody's celebrating a little bit. We got to stop doing that shit. We can do what the fuck ever we want to do. We can celebrate shit however the fuck we want to celebrate it. That's what we can do. Guy just gets up and fucking walks out. Don't know what he's going to do. But tomorrow, y'all show love for Malcolm X. For real. Show love, show some respect for Malcolm X. And you know who killed him, why they killed him. Understand that. And if you know the history of how our leaders have been killed, assassinated, then there's no way you trust the goddamn government. And if you do, if you believe in presidents and shit like that, then you're fucking ignorant. In my opinion. That might be harsh, but you're fucking ignorant.
I mean, that's the reality.
Like, how can you believe based on what the fuck is going on out here? Based on what's happened throughout history. I posted about, and this is why I want to pause for the calls real quick. I posted about the movement. Posted about that the other day. A lot of people don't even know about that. Up in Philly. Google that. Move, M-O-V-E, movement. How they bombed on those black people. We can come out and pay homage to whatever the fuck we want to. Not just because they give us permission, not just MLK, whatever the fuck we want to do, man. We can do that shit. We just got to spread the word. And a lot of y'all scared to spread the word. Stop being scared. Spread the motherfucking word. Get it out here. Put it out here. Show how great the fuck our people were before they were fucking assassinated by these fucking savage motherfucking pieces of shit, racist motherfuckers. All those cuss words. That's how you're supposed to feel about it. And if you trust them, then you fucking ignorant. I'm gonna read some of y'all's fucking comments over here. Brittany says the move bombing was government sanctioned terrorism, just like the bombing on Black Wall Street. Same tactics. They do whatever the fuck they want. They do whatever the fuck they want. Fred Hampton should have a fucking day. How they treated Fred Hampton was straight up, you know, a mission, a fucking hit. That's all it was. A fucking hit. Jada Rawls says, hey, Rob, I agree with everything you're saying about Obama, but you have to realize the gay community helped fund the president, Obama's presidential campaign. I believe that. I mean, shit. I realize that. I know it's money behind everything. And I believe that the upper elite class government motherfuckers, all of them gay. I believe that. I go hard. I believe all the motherfuckers gay, or what we would understand as bisexual, which is just a slang term for gay. That's really all it is. I believe all the motherfuckers is gay. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. Bakari King says, yeah, we gotta stop looking for validation for people that don't give a fuck about us or our struggle. Absolutely. Like, fuck that shit. We have to stop looking or seeking validation from any motherfucking body. Yo, we check ourselves. There's a lot of fucking shit going on out here that we can check ourselves. If you want some bullshit, I'll check you. This nigga just walks out again. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what he's doing at this point. Y'all might got him a little nervous and shit. I don't know. I don't know. Let me read some of y'all's comments. I don't know. Somebody say, he cool, rap. Mm-hmm. Jay Khan says, goddamn, the whole government is fags. I mean, that's just what I believe, man. I'm not saying that's true. I haven't went and checked, but yeah, I would say that's true. All of them gay. I don't like really the fag shit. It's a little step too far for me personally. You know, sometimes unless I need it, I don't always need that. So I just use, you know, the motherfuckers is gay shit. For real. But I feel like if we start thinking better, you know what I'm saying, as a collective, we'll be much better off as a people. Like, as a collective, like, do some fucking research, y'all. Like, I don't understand what's so hard about that shit. Do some fucking research. No more than how many fucking points Westbrook had last night. No more than that. Fine, if you want to know that, you still falling for that bullshit. You want to know how many points he had? I'll even look at some fucking stats just so I can talk shit to motherfuckers. But no more than that. And the fact that we don't know more than that and we let these motherfuckers come out here and divide us any way they fucking want to, whether it's race, whether it's sexuality, it's always a way to divide the motherfucking people to make us weaker every single fucking time when we all going to work. It don't matter what the fuck you believe in. It don't matter who you fucking at night. It don't matter the color of your motherfucking skin. You going to work. Very simple to me. You know, this is something that, you know, blows by a lot of people. Everybody going to work. So what the fuck? What's the problem? How the fuck do they keep beating us like this? Everybody should be mad at work. I mean, not mad at work, like physically. Like, don't let your customer service be slacking because your ass hates your job. Like, just stay at home. You know what I'm saying? No point coming in and having a problem with me. I just want something to drink, and you mad because they didn't give you your raise last check like they said they would, and you acting like a motherfucking bitch towards me. Stay at home. Find another job. Don't be mad at people all the goddamn time. Especially people that ain't being fucked up. Now, some people fucked up, they deserve this shit. But don't be mad at me. All right? But we all at work. Not mad at work, but you should be mad at the concept of what work is. How long you have to do it. How much you got to pay for healthcare via your job. How much you got to pay for everything via your job. Straight up. What's up, Bryant Turner? Jason Bernard, you late. This dude say when and what is Malcolm X Day? The when is tomorrow, and the what is very self-explanatory. Malcolm X Day. I mean, May 19th. Every year from now on, goddammit. Every year. Put it in your head like Christmas. Put it right up in beside Christmas. Try to overshadow the Christmas shit with Malcolm X Day. But put it in your head. Put it in your head. Jada Ross says, did you hear about North Carolina trying to make the state's HBCUs into community colleges? I'm even surprised about this bullshit. I'm not surprised. Anything that goes on in North Carolina that's against black people, I'm not surprised. This has been a racist state for a long time. A long time. So don't be surprised by anything that they do, especially when it involves black-centered organizations, buildings, foundations. Don't be surprised. Not in North Carolina. Not in North Carolina. Don't ever be surprised about the bullshit they stay on. For real. And why the fuck can that happen when we have so many black millionaires? That shouldn't even be something that they could do to us to affect us like that. And this is why I don't fuck with it. Oh, these entertainers and shit y'all fuck with hard. It's why I can't fuck with them on a level that connects us and I just love them like y'all can. Y'all can love them based on them simply entertaining you enough. I can't, because shit like this is able to be a threat that they can even be made. That shouldn't even be a threat that can be made. You gonna shut down HBCUs? You gonna do that for real? Is that how you feel? That shouldn't even be something that could happen. Hold up. Somebody said they fuck with PD Pablo. PD Pablo was trash. My shit done froze up. It's good for me here. Okay. Can y'all still see me and shit good? Can everybody still see me pretty good here? Y'all let me know. I'm back good now. But yeah, PD Pablo's whack ass is from North Carolina. So, and I'm from North Carolina. Somebody asked me if I was from North Carolina. But I do feel like that we should have some type of structure. Like, you know, Oprah hears about this. You know what I'm saying? Oprah hears about this. She got a lot of bread. She can go build schools in Africa and all this shit. She can do all this great shit. How can they even say that to a HBCU? How is that even possible? You know? That's why I don't understand how people love these entertainers and shit. I get respecting them. They talented. Like, oh, that shit crazy. That motherfucking sing. That motherfucking dance. You know, that motherfucking rap. You know, whatever. Very enthusiastic type motherfucker. Charismatic motherfucker and shit, right? You could say that about them. But people flock to these people like they're fucking messiahs. And if you're not backing black schools, businesses, whenever they're threatened by white supremacy, then you ain't shit. If you got the money to do that shit, like just write a check, you ain't shit. You can't bring you and your homies together, all y'all throw in, you know, 100,000, whatever the fuck y'all, just throw away money. Money y'all gonna throw away on a yacht or some shit you don't need anyway. Well, I guess you can't really tell people what they need, but I mean, goddamn, like gold faucets, goddamn big dumbass 8-9 houses. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. That makes no sense. 10 cars, why? This the shit y'all like. This the shit y'all into. Like, this motherfucker just about 10, you know, Rolls Royces or whatever the fuck these motherfuckers into, you know. But then they can threaten to shut down HBCUs in North Carolina. Shouldn't even be able to say it. What's up, Tierra Hood? What is up? Right. Miss Tremias is right. She says, look at all that money Bill Cosby has given to HBCUs for them to shade him like that. Yeah, when that shit came out about him, them HBCUs were like, fuck you, cuz. We don't associate ourselves with you. They treated him like that real quick. Real quick. Jay Ward, I stay in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where I live, man. And you asked me what I think about the Pope. I don't really think anything about the Pope. He actually doesn't really get any of my thoughts. So I'm free like that. I focus on some other shit. The Pope, what he's doing with his life, or if he's even alive, who is the Pope? Like, I don't give a fuck. That's a good question, Bronze QT. I don't know why or how Zimmerman is still running around alive like he is. Auctioning off murder weapons and shit right here in our fucking face. People bidding on it right here in our fucking face. And this is normal shit. This is where we are in society. I mean, but look where we are. People can do any goddamn thing. People can do any goddamn thing they want. Caitlyn Jenner can win. Bruce Caitlyn Jenner can win Woman of the Year. If that can happen, if Bruce can win Woman of the Year, why not? I mean, we're letting anything happen out here. We don't stand up against anything. I mean, it pisses us off. We say, oh shit, that's some bullshit. But they do whatever the fuck they want. They do whatever the fuck they want. Here's another thing I hate. Is that people act like black people are just so against homosexuality and transgender and all that shit that we're the ones holding back progression or the future. And black people will allow other black people to have this opinion about black people, and they go unchecked. They'll call black people the most homophobic. This word they created, right? They'll say shit like that, and black people will agree, like, hell yeah. I was called gay like 4 times when I was coming up. Like, calling somebody gay makes them homophobic. Now, that gay or that person calling that person gay, and it sets in their spirit so much that they write legislation against that gay person. That sounds a little bit like it would be more in the realms of homophobia to me. Black folk ain't writing no damn laws, but we'll get called the most homophobic. Just because we're kind of vocal about, yo, nah. We're a little vocal about that. So that makes us the most homophobic people. But white folk, the ones that's mad as hell about these bathrooms. We want to deal with North Carolina, this transgender shit. White folk mad as hell. Black folk mad too. White folk mad as hell too. Not just one race is mad. This is 2 races that's mad. Because it's a problem. A lot of people go to public schools. Not just black people. A lot of people do. And nobody wants that shit in their schools. But what they gonna do to Obama? This nigga, he coasting right now. Like, you know how when you riding a bike real fast down a hill and you take your motherfucking hands off and you sit back and chill? That's what Obama's doing right now. That's what he's doing. Like this. Doing whatever the fuck he want to do. Come out here and stand up for transgender people. You don't give a fuck. In front of your face. What you gonna do? You already drunk the Kool-Aid. Like, it's too late. Damn, somebody say, oh, damn, Taylor, my bad. Taylor India said, wow, I was really for this live feed until the homophobia and transphobia. Damn. I got called both of them motherfuckers. They ain't even did shit. That's how people will treat you sometimes, though. You're like, well, Yo. I don't know what to say. If that's what I said was transphobic or homophobic. But I mean, shit. I ain't wrote no laws. I don't know what. Don't know what to do. My kids are fine, Miss Murphy. My kids are fine, navigating through this life with a little guidance from daddy. Yeah, you can't even have opinion without somebody calling you homophobic. I ain't even really said a whole lot, and I'm still homophobic. Like, so you can't really win. I don't have a problem with gay people. Essentially, I got a little bit of an issue with people that are gay as hell. You know, it's people that are gay as hell, like that. Just it's over. Like it's just like why, why must you behave in this clowny fashion? What in the fuck is wrong with you? Them the one, I just be like, why? But I know there are people that are what would be homosexuals that have, made big strides and plays and role for the team, So it's just, if they're flaming, then I don't really know. It's that little bit of, I can't really, fuck with that like that. I get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. It's like that, you know what I'm saying? It's beyond the fact that you're even gay. It's not even that. It's the fact that you conducting yourself in this fashion. Now, you don't have to act like that. You could be calm. You could be cool. You could be collected. You could speak in your normal fucking voice. And when you get home, if you with your man or whatever the fuck, or your woman, then y'all do what the fuck you do. You want to give them a fucking hug in public, you give them a fucking hug in public. But come the fuck on with the dress and shit, man. With the voice and shit, man. That's all I be saying. Like, to me, it just don't have to be that extra. Now, I still don't fucking like, oh shit, I'm a motherfucking make laws against these people to hold them the fuck back. I'm just like, yeah, man. Yeah. That's just extra. Trippy Lone Stocking says Europeans are the only ones seem to be the most preoccupied with gay shit, probably why they never populated their race as much as other cultures. I mean, that is a theory. That's a pretty good theory. It could be that their birth rate is not as high because it was a lot of them that was gay on the motherfucking low. Before we decided that black men were the most down low race of people ever made. Before we decided that, because they were able to get that over on us, because we fell for that deception as well. Now, I have no respect for any type of motherfucking down low. I don't give a damn what color you are. I particularly have a even more disdain for black down low motherfuckers, because now you're affecting directly my women for no reason. Defenseless, they out here, trusting your motherfucking ass, and you run around being ham like that, just doing way too much, right? But they made it into where, oh, that's black men that do that. It's a black dude thing. Y'all let it work. Y'all let that shit work. People still letting that shit work right now. For real. Straight up. Let me hit this black real quick. Right. That's wild. Yeah, if I'm still being called homophobic, I don't really understand why. Abraham Nagat. I'm gonna call you Abram. Robert, are elections in the hood worth voting for if the person running is a real dude trying to make changes. I mean, yeah, if you feel as though if somebody moves you enough to go vote for them, then go vote for them. That's just all it is to it. I can't tell you not to vote for nobody if they move you. And voting on a state level is at least a little more effective than, you know, this illusion that is the presidential election. Is at least a little more effective than that. But we've seen that even on a state level. I mean, if the state government was ran by the people, this is how you know it's not. All right, I want y'all to understand, you can vote on your state level if you believe. A lot of people argue, well, that's the one that count right there is to vote on the state level. Okay, if that's the case, if that's true, now this is one thing to think about. Why isn't marijuana legal on a state level in every state? If that candidate goes in is for the people, that's the voice of the people. Most of this nation feels as though marijuana should be legal across all the states, right? If the government, if the state ran local politician is truly for the people, why isn't it legal per state level in every fucking state in America? 3Ks. Don't get this shit fucked up. Ask yourself that question. Not telling you not to vote on the state level. What I'm saying is people have certain influences on a state level, but at the end of the day, money still runs the show. And not your money that you can give to a politician. Not yours. Money, big money runs the game. Big money gets shit signed into legislation that's going to change the face of that state or the entire nation. So, you know, to me, you got to pay attention to that. Quiet Giant, I don't know where Neil went. He was here and he's gone. I'm gonna have to find out after all this is over what happened or what's going on with Neil, because I have no idea. Bronze QT says, Rob, I'm an RN, Rob. Marijuana heals and they want to keep you sick. Big Farm and gay people rule the world. I completely agree. And, well, of course, oil companies, big oil, big bank, big anything big run shit. I think that's why they put the shit right there. Big, let you know, like, not your shit, the other shit. Put it right there in your face, and it's kind of, you know, it's right there in your face. So, you know, they kind of put it out there. Dylan, you think I hurt his feelings with the Obama talk? Yeah, man, no. That dude's feelings ain't hurt over that. He'll get more mad at me for saying that Golden State ain't the best team to ever play in the history of basketball. He'll get more pissed about that than he will Obama. Voice of Reason says us voting for Democrats is like a man fucking a woman without taking her. Wait, us voting for Democrats is like a man fucking a woman without taking her out to eat first. That actually happens a lot. Well, I guess that correlates itself. From dudes fucking chicks without taking them out to eat first happens a lot. Actually, happens a lot. And you know, us voting for Democrat always happen. You know, it's just the fact of the matter is. Both of them. It doesn't matter. I mean, voting for a Democrat, fine. You vote for Democrat. You vote for Republican, fine. You vote for Republican. Either way, you fell for it. Either way, you fell for it. You fell for them throwing two people at you and you picking between one of the two, even if both of them on some bullshit. You know. In my opinion. But if you do the research, people wouldn't be voting for Democrats anyway, especially black folk. If you do the research. You'll find out who was hosting up them Confederate flags in the South. What political party was running the South then? People go back and do a little research. Jay Rawls says black people are the only people that vote with no agenda. That's tough because I don't think we should be voting anyway. I think even if we had an agenda, it doesn't fucking matter. If it steps on any branch of white supremacy, they're not going to let the shit ride. Not through a system of voting, not through their system that they created. You're not gonna get a whole lot of pro-black shit going on in their system. Somebody said they voting for me in 2020. Get me shot. That's all it's gonna do. While I ain't even president yet, I'm just running. I'm just going around talking and shit. I'll probably get shot. Telling people not to go to work and shit. Like, they ain't gonna have that shit. This man is telling people not to go to work. I'll be shot. They'll blame it on some. Actually, they might blame it on some random ass Muslim dude. They might do that. They might actually do that shit. Just so they say, see, this shit crazy. This motherfucker crazy, and y'all. I don't know what happened to him. I didn't send him. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. That do me like that, and life will go on. Young Link says, Rob, voting is, I think you meant is important. We just need to be educated on how we vote. We have to fund politicians and push our community concerns to representatives. I mean, I can't agree with that, bro. I mean, I'm trying to figure out pushing community concerns to representatives. Where do they take them to? Who's after them? Because those are the people that have to agree with the shit. Who's after them? And how many times are the people after them, after the people that you pay for as politicians, after you get your agenda up to the table, or, well, here, black people, they really want y'all to stop whooping their ass, man, it's just getting out of control out here. They paid me. I got the money and everything. I took the money. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? They'll look at that motherfucker like, damn, at least you got the money. Get the fuck out of here. At least you got the bread, because you'd have came in here with no bread in this. It'd have been 0 for 2 you'd have been in this bitch today. But at least you got their money. Go out there and tell them we trying. Go out there and tell them we're at least giving it an attempt, that we're considering not whooping their ass on sites as much. But it's tough. So it's just, even if you pay a politician, in my opinion, he can get you here. But it's a panel of motherfuckers right here that have to agree with this shit that's coming from here. You know what I'm saying? So you just never, in my opinion, not saying that's right. Go vote if you vote. Now, goddamn it, I'm not. This is just me to you. How I feel about the shit. D'Angelo Polo says voting might have mattered back in the day. Now the elite control all this shit. Absolutely. And I don't even, ever since anybody could vote other than white dudes, it was a wrap. It lost, and that's not just black. Whenever anybody else was able to vote other than white dudes, it was a wrap. They were like, yo, let's stop playing that game with them. It's getting a little too. A lot of people coming in having other opinions and shit. Like, we gotta minimize the power. We gonna still put it on TV for them. Yeah, you know how we do. They kind of bump shoulders and laugh at y'all, toasting champagne, drinking and shit. They do that part with y'all, but the actual power, whenever anybody other than white men got the rights to vote, which is the only reason why they gave the right to vote to anybody else. Anybody else. The only reason they got it was because they took the power out of it. Okay, well, they ain't got no power. Give it to them. Appease them. Make them feel like what they're doing matters. But we'll make sure that no matter who they vote for, when they get to this panel right here, they can only do what the fuck we tell them to do. Only what the fuck we allow. Again, ask yourself why weed isn't legal on a state level in every fucking state in this nation. Every state in this nation. If they really caring about the people, listening to the people, why? What KRS-One do? I fuck with KRS-One a little bit. He's a smart brother. Somebody said 1% control everything. They do. But the biggest part that they control is they don't even have, you know, money or any power with the money, is they control us right here. They control us in our minds. And that's what we've given them. That's the power we've given them. They ain't even buy it because they damn sure ain't paying us for it out here. We out here stressed as fuck trying to pay our bills and shit. So they're not paying us for our, you know, part in this matrix of making them money. They're not even paying us right for this shit. But we still do it. Because we need the money they give us to give it back to them. They got this shit worked out pretty motherfucking good. And until we come out this motherfucking wheel, until we step out this right here, in my opinion, until we step out of that shit and look around and what the fuck is going on and what happens when we step out of that motherfucking wheel, how the whole fucking world is affected by us stepping out that wheel, then we'll understand our fucking power. Rob, rumor is African Bambaataa gave KRS-One head. That got real gay to me. I didn't want to finish reading that shit. That got real. I don't know what to say about that. No idea what happened. I wasn't there. Don't know what type motherfuckers these dudes are. But if that's two grown men that want to give you, they want to act like that towards each other, then that's on them. That's on them. They weren't built like I was built. They had a weak spot. So that's all that is. Since you blocked from Facebook a lot, are you going to get Tariq Nasheed's Morris app? I mean, I'll fuck with it and see what it is. I mean, I don't know. I think people ask me that every week. Something about Morris. Like, how excited do y'all want me to be? And the shit's not even out. Black people, y'all a little weird, man. Sometimes. Get over. I get it. It's coming. Well, I haven't seen it, so I gotta wait real quick. So, Dragon Rage Gaming says, Rob, why do some black people claim to be mixed a lot rather than just being African? I mean, that's what's been engraved in your mind, though. When you tell a people that you are ugly, your race is ugly, it's unattractive. When you tell people that, well, then everything else is, better than yours or more exotic than you are, more beautiful than you. This, of course, you're going to adapt that. You're going to want to be at least a piece of something else that's not all the way black folk because you fell for propaganda. You fell for it. You fell for the you ugly. You fell for black people, a typical, average, ordinary. You fell for all of that shit. So you're going to claim something else. You're going to want another set to claim. That ain't nothing but self-hate 101 right there. Them's are the beginning stages of self-hate. So yeah, a lot of y'all saying, yeah, that's self-hate. Yep, that's what it is. Sassy 28311 asks, Rob, do you think we will run out of oil eventually? My friend says there are statistical studies predicting we will run out of oil in a span of 50 years. I wouldn't give a fuck if we ran out of oil. Okay, but you said, do I think we will? I can't really say that I know that we're going to run out of oil. I think if you keep sucking something from the earth at some point, I mean, it's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that we use oil, that's on them. We don't have to act like that. We have wind, water, solar, big big ones, solar power. We have these other alternative forms of energy that they're not really trying to tap into because they're making a killing off of that oil. A killing. Making big money. So they're going to keep making that money because once they bring in solar power and wind, well, they're not going to be able to control that as much. You can't control that as much as you can oil. You can go rob other countries for it, you know, charge whatever the fuck you want to for it, and make all of the automobiles need oil, need gas, need whatever the fuck you want them to need to make us have to replenish that to get around and things like that. So it's a big fucking system. Somebody said they care if you run out of oil. Why? Why do you feel like you have a dependency on oil? What they make you believe? That they don't got solar power cars and shit? You don't think they're using that? Because I think they're using that shit. They just ain't giving it to us. I believe that shit for real. Rock says, Rob, do you think we will have World War III in the next 10 to 15 years? No. Why would there be a need to be a world war when all of its inhabitants of this earth are afraid of their governments? Most, unless you like in Iceland or something like that, you know, they kind of roll on them a little bit. That's a small, secluded little space. Most of the world, the population, the people, the worker bees, the motherfuckers in these, right? They're complacent. What will be the need for war? You're making enough money off of the people as it is. They ain't fighting back. You ain't really having to deal with no type of uprisings and shit like that. Not in large number. So what would be the need for the war? And that's just, at least in my opinion. I think they're going to try to make people be afraid that something like that can happen, to give them more power, to have us give up more of our freedoms in an effort to be secure, to be safe. They play in our psyche like that. They play with us like that. They play with us all the time like that, and just to make us scared of shit. And here come your goddamn rights being taken away, bit by bit. Hold on, let me go back up and catch somebody else. Right. Nick, you're exactly right. Some humans, I would say most humans are retarded. Like, yeah, for real. I would say most. You kind of said some. I'm going to say most. Like, for real. People aren't thinking. Ebola went away. Somebody said, where is Ebola? It went away. They was done scaring y'all with that. They got to bring something else out. That's how that worked. Ebola, they got through scaring y'all with that, got y'all to shoot yourselves up with vaccines and shit. Oh, we done with that now. So we'll move on to something else. Did you hear about Bruce Jenner trying to turn himself into a man again? I think this motherfucker has a mental illness. You shouldn't think that motherfucker has a mental illness. You should be sure that that motherfucker has a mental illness. Any man who feels in his being that they want to put on a wig and a dress in any type of way has a mental illness. That should be bottom line. Any man. Call me what you want. Didn't say I hated the motherfuckers, but they got a mental illness. For real. It's an identity disorder. You're a boy. If your wires got crossed, some people say, well, their wires got crossed. That's some wiring in your motherfucking head. Hence, mental disorder. Wiring crossed, then a motherfucker. And you can agree to that. I mean, if you're in a man's body and you think you're a woman, you can argue that something is crossed, right? No? It's simple argument. Something's crossed. And it's crossed right here. Good chance It's not in your arm, you know? Like, we know it's not in your motherfucking arm. Like, this is something you have an identity issue with what you're seeing here. All this process is in your mind, in your mental. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. So, mental illness, in my opinion, that's for certain. Tupac Shakur says, Rob, 77% of Nigerian women use skin bleaching products daily. What are your thoughts? My thoughts about that is when people try to relegate self-hate simply to America, stories like that should show people that white identity that we let them graft in our mentality, in our minds, that light is better. You're, ugly, dark is ugly, whatever. That's something that's a worldwide thing. And in particular, in the motherland, the birthplace of all humanity, right? This is still a fucking problem. The European ran around the world fucking people's minds up. And we haven't been smart enough yet as a people to be like, well, nah, like very simply, like, well, no, I'm not ugly. My skin is perfect. Fuck you. We haven't done that as a collective yet. So skin bleaching products will sell all over the world. Even in the motherland, where there are really dark people there, all right? So they're going to want to be lighter. Devion Miller says, Rob, what should we do if aliens come to conquer Earth? Okay, I'm going to answer that, but it was pretty random. And would you be okay with them taking it from white supremacists? Well, damn, two random ass, one random followed by another random. Let me see. Well, you said, what should we do if aliens come to conquer? I think we should fucking fight, man. Anybody trying to conquer you should be, met with aggression. That's just how I feel. And no, I wouldn't be okay with them taking it from white supremacists because we just got a new conqueror. Right? We just conquered by somebody else. Now we'll be fucking, our new language will be alien. We'll write in alien. We'll believe whatever alien religions they have. It'll be the same shit. The same fucking shit. Just with aliens this time. That's all. So fuck that shit. No. I'm fighting, goddammit. I'm fucking fighting. Devion's smoking some good. That's what it is. Devion's smoking some good. Rock XY4. Rob, what is your take on the woman who was going to testify in the Flint case being shot? That's how that shit works. That's how the shadow government does business. No witnesses. Can't nobody testify. Y'all hear these rappers rapping about this shit. We done shot, pop, pop, shoot all the witness, motherfucker. Da, da, da. The government really about that life. They not making the songs. They really about that life. And do people put two and two together and see that something is very odd here? The government did this shit? No. Rest in peace. We'll pray for her family and shit. We'll do shit like that. We love that shit. But the government killed this woman and a white man as well. Two people were killed that were coming out here fighting this whole the goddamn Schneider's ass poisoning his fucking water. White man, black woman. Let me tell y'all something. I want y'all to understand, based on this story, they don't give a fuck if you stand in the way of their evil ways, and you don't have a big enough group of people, if there are two of you, you will be knocked the fuck off. That's just how it is. One but two of them. They don't give a fuck. It's a white man. I'm going to my white supremacy and shit. They don't give a fuck. You get knocked off too. You in the way. Wow, y'all really going in about this alien shit. Look at Troy. Troy smoking that same shit that Devion's smoking. Troy Richardson says, what if the aliens gave us our reparations? It wouldn't fucking matter at that point. Like, what reparations would the aliens give us? Do they feel like we're old? They just got here. Do they know our history? They know our plight? Do they give a fuck about our plight? Like, damn, I came down here, y'all black people. I seen y'all struggling from up there. Shit was looking rough. I seen how they was treating y'all. We came down here, free you the fuck up, kill off the white man. Here's you some shit. My bad. We feel you. Look, no, man. So I don't know if the aliens will be able to feel our plight. Personally. Oh shit. Birdman made a song called Respect. That's a smart business move. The motherfucker can't rap worth a damn. But he can take his little clip, and these little producers and shit can just keep looping that shit, and he can say whatever the fuck he want. I mean, nobody will care. As long as at the end it comes to a bar, put some respect on my name. As long as it's that, him over and over again, him saying shit that, I guess a reason that he would deserve respect on his motherfucking name. As long as he did that, y'all love that fucking shit. This nigga have a #1 hit, and Birdman ain't got bars at all. No bars. Don't even know how he was doing it with the big timers. None of the motherfuckers had bars. But they were still able to get a little money out here. Nick the Creator says, how do you feel about black parents telling their kids to love who they are? So let me get back up here. How do you feel about black parents telling their kids to love who they are, but hate their black features? It's a message that confuses a child. If your mom is telling you, love yourself, love your blackness, but you see her in the long, and mama, because kids get to see mama when she ain't looking like that. Like, kids get to see it. Like, hey, mama, every week, your shit blonde, long. I know you putting in contacts and shit. Right? You using all skin lightening filters in all your pictures and all your selfies, man. They all light skinned. I know you. It's a confusing message to a child because children are going to attach themselves to what they visually see. When they see you being about loving yourself, teaching them to love themselves, you accepting your features, these mother-daughter natural tandems that's out here. That's what's power. Typically what you're going to see on mother-daughter, especially the younger children, if the mom is a natural black woman, for example, the daughter is probably going to be too. Typically. This is what's going to happen because mama ain't going to do that to the baby. She ain't do it to herself. If it ain't good enough for mama damn sure ain't going to do it to the baby. But when you see mother-daughter tandems where mama don't got no edges at all, and she decides, and this is what makes me mad. It's not even the fact that their edges are gone. It's not that. That's enough to really piss people off. Like, these motherfuckers really need to be dealt with. Like, why would you continue to do it? You see your edges leaving. Fine. But your edge is gone, and you decide as a mom to pass this shit down to your child. You didn't even make an attempt to save your baby's edges. That doesn't make sense to me. Now, here we have a child, 8, 9 years old. Edges already thinning the fuck out. like her mamas. Why would you pass that shit down? That's really what that kills me. That fucking murders me. But if you love yourself and love your features and you compliment your kids' features, they will follow suit. They'll want to. That's all it is to it. If mama ain't wearing makeup like that, there's a good chance daughter not gonna wear makeup like that. My mama didn't wear makeup. You hear what women say? My mama didn't. My mama didn't do that. So I don't do it. That's the example they got. That's the visual they got. Renee Wendoff says, I know chicks who started micro braiding and sewing in weaves with their daughter's hair at 2 and 3 years old. I see it all the time. You can go up to the Walmart up here. Go to the Walmart. You'll see all types of shit in that motherfucker. All the time. You'll see this type of shit going on. And they don't see nothing wrong with it. I mean, clearly they got the kid out in public. They don't see anything wrong with it. Just marching around, you know. Little babies with weave and shit all in their motherfucking hair, you know. Mama got the weave in and the lashes. Baby ain't old enough to get the lashes yet. But mama got the shit on and the fucking weave. And you can see the bump up shit where you can see where the track at. And she didn't try to slick it down. And it's just, you know. But this is what the child sees. Right? So it's going to pass down. GC Jewel says, Robert, how do you feel about the poisoning of water in Black community? It's a genocide. I think you kind of asked me how I feel and didn't answer. But I do agree that it is fucking genocide. It's a hate crime, if you ask me. I saw something about Michael Moore, which is the dude that made, you know, the documentaries and shit like that. If you don't know about Michael Moore, he's made some pretty fucking decent documentaries and shit like that. Very eye-opening shit he be making. But he even said it was a hate crime. Y'all know y'all love when white folks say shit because Black folks saying it, you know, we're just race baiting and shit like that. Well, here's one of your own white folk saying the same shit. So what do you say about that? Right. Weave is some bullshit. I saw some people the other day talking about weave and shit like that, and they was talking about how Black men have a tendency to go hard against weave more so than they do white supremacy. And I thought that shit was funny. I mean, weave is something that women are going to hold on to. They don't give a fuck what you talking about. It's going to take some generations and generations to, you know, get that out of our system, or us believing that we need that to be beautiful. That'll take a lot of deprogramming, but it's working out here. It's going. A lot of natural sisters out here. Shout out Team Natural. Mad love to y'all. I love seeing y'all out here with pride. But those sisters are having children as well. So that's how we got to change the game. No, I didn't hear about David Joseph. What about David Joseph? Wow, y'all smoking hell. Let me see. Where's Flood Gang's question? Where's Flood Gang's question? My hair has been locked for 8 years. 8 years. Ocho. I don't know how to say years. Spanish. I work with a lot of Hispanic people now doing this construction shit. And let me say this real quick. Hispanic people, which I don't believe in calling them Hispanic, Spanish-speaking melanated people, gets it the fuck in out there in these streets doing this work. Whole crews going in. I can't talk to him. It's always that one dude who's like the head of the team and he can speak. He can translate between us and shit. But they goes the fuck in, yo. I ain't got nothing but respect for him. Let me see. What question is there? Am I missing that y'all want me to pick up? I don't see it. Flood. Okay, here it is. Flood or whatever. Something gang. I don't know what the fuck. Floto gang. Did Malcolm X get along with MLK? They had different ideologies. You know, of course, if you study either one of these great men, you will see that they had different ideologies as to how to face the system, how to defend yourself against the system. They had two different ideologies. What I can say about what MLK's life that they don't really shine up is that the fact that towards the end of his life, he started seeing what Malcolm X was talking about. You know, he considered Malcolm X to be over militant, you know, very aggressive. But after a while, he was like, yo, what the fuck? Cuz like even MLK did that shit after a while. Like, what in the fuck? These motherfuckers crazy. Even he did that shit. And it was more so, okay, now we got to see in the middle of all this shit, the goddamn government is running around out here drafting us unjustly. He's standing against the war and all this shit. And he started having fucking poor people meetings. And once you take the word black out of shit, once you start putting words like people into shit, you causing problems. That's why Malcolm had to go. Anyway, he started waking up. Like, oh shit, what the fuck? Because he had the ears of white folk and black folk. That's what Malcolm, not Malcolm, but Martin Luther King was able to, because he was saying the shit white people like to hear. He was saying the shit they love to hear. But he started saying some different shit. And they won't play them speeches for y'all on MLK Day. They won't play them for y'all in February or nothing. You got to go find them. But he was waking the fuck up. Dion King, did you hear about Sierra losing custody? No, I didn't hear about Sierra losing custody. What, losing custody of her kid? That she got a kid? Now, I know she got a kid with Future, right? I do know this. She got a kid with him, and she fucking with the boy from the Seahawks. God damn it. Russell Wilson. I know she fucking with him. But I don't know about the custody. I don't know why she would have lost custody. He would have to prove she was an unfit mother for that to happen. So I don't know how he did it. Whoever his lawyer is, need to get out here in these streets. Lower his cost and prices and shit. And get out here in these streets and help some brothers out. For real. Yanni Brooks says most Hispanics support each other. Black folk are trying to integrate with them, but they don't want to integrate with us. I don't know about that. A lot of the black people I meet, you know, as far as Hispanic, Mexican people are concerned, well, again, Spanish-speaking, melanated people are concerned, they don't really fuck with them either. Because you know, Spanish-speaking, melanated people a lot of times don't fuck with black folks, so we don't fuck with you either. Like, fuck y'all. Melanated people stupid like that. We'll not fuck with each other for whatever reasons. Not real shit. Same dark shit going on, right? But we'll not fuck with each other. So I think that's one of the tricks that they play on us. Umbre Fitch. David Joseph is a 17-year-old black kid that was shot and killed by the police. He was in his underwear and obviously unarmed. And those cops probably will get off. More than likely will get off. 99 times out of 100, they get off. Regardless of the evidence. I mean, it doesn't matter. Clearly. Clearly. Bang Bang NTB, would you consider a black and a Hispanic an interracial couple? I mean, yeah. I mean, based on the races that they're going to check in the box, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's black and brown. To me, the only thing to separate in there is a language and a culture. So, I wouldn't consider it interracial. I'll consider it more intercultural. than I would interracial, in my opinion. But of course, on paper, you're gonna have a what they would call a Afro-Hispanic or Afro-Latino. They'll say that. How the fuck did Sierra lose sole custody? I still want to know, like, where the fuck, who is his lawyer? Is he being shined up? Has he been given an award or what? OKC's gonna win series. All right, John Travis, jump out there early. You jumping out there. But I don't know that to be true. I don't know that to be true because of the politics of basketball. There's politics in everything that involves money. Basketball is a political arena, just like the one you guys watch unfold as Democrats and Republicans on TV. So all it comes down to two teams, and one team's going to beat the other team. So whatever team they want to win or they're cool with letting win, that's what's going to happen. If there's more money to be made in Golden State winning, then Golden State's going to win. If there's more money to be made in OKC winning, then OKC's going to win. That's how I feel about it. What's up, Brother Hunt? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm able to come in here and talk to y'all. I'm good, man. Kids healthy. I can't even. I'm good. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. That's how I am. I think I'm gonna start training myself to do that more. Like, how you doing? Grateful. I think I'm gonna do that. Grateful. How you doing? I ain't gonna make it be blessed. I ain't gonna do all that shit. I ain't gonna do blessed shit. I think I'm gonna do grateful though. I think you can just be in a state of being grateful. Oh shit, y'all already know it is 11:30. Somebody said it's random question time. Y'all been asking random ass questions anyway. I done asked the questions about aliens and shit. Y'all already being random, so. This nigga said, where you work so I can pull a drive-by. Nigga, if you run up on me, you better have some food in your hand, nigga. Ask me what drink. You better call first. Ask me what fucking drink I wanted with my shit. That's the only way. That's the only way. I mean, any type of drive-by that's happening when you dropping some food off, bitch. Hey, Rob, I gotta ask you something. Do you have bras in Atlanta? No. A lot of downloads down there fucking that Kool-Aid up. Just murky, and they just making the water murky. You know? I don't really... No. But I don't have no bras in Atlanta. And do you twist the dope lean in the Phantom? I don't even know what that means. Twist the dope lean in the Phantom. No. I'm going to safely say I'm looking at my whole day. I'm trying to look for parts that maybe look like twisting some dope lean in a Phantom. But I'm going to have to go with no. Yeah. I don't twist no dope lean in no Phantoms. I work in construction in an F-150. I'm going to do that. I'll be in an F-150, nigga. That's how I'm leaning out this bitch at work. Y'all wild as hell, yo. Y'all is wild. Panda, Panda, Panda. One of the worst songs I ever heard in my life. Let me tell you about Panda. I heard my homeboy Jeremy. Shout out to my homie Jeremy. He would say this Panda, whatever the fuck, how the fuck this shit go, right? And I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about, Panda? Yo, what is that? This motherfucker lets me hear this damn song with Future and I don't know whoever the fuck else is with him. But I'm like, how in the fuck do y'all like these dumb ass songs? What the fuck is wrong with y'all fucking with this type of music? It was disgusting. It was fucking disgusting, yo. Y'all say these questions ridiculous. I mean, it's random, you know. It's random fucking question time. So I expect the questions to be random. Nick the Creator said, Robert, it's at least one dumb song you like. You know, I'm looking through my shit in my mind. I mean, I guess I could say that the songs I like may be dumb to someone else. Maybe. But this new, you know, trap music or voice synthesizer shit, like, I don't fuck with none of that shit at all. I'm true to this shit. I'm built right. I wasn't made with that type of weakness. Like, I don't have that type of weakness. Yo, I don't know what the fuck happened to my brother. Y'all asked me about him like 18 times. I have no idea. Don't know where he's at. I can't know until after the show. I can't get up and go look for the motherfucker. And then y'all gonna be looking for me. So I got to see what the fuck going on. Somebody got Neanderthal blood and not Afro-Spanish though. I don't know where we at. Okay, TPO skill. Type your question. I mean, even if it's random, I don't give a shit. I'm here to answer whatever, man. My favorite Kanye song. See, older Kanye had some shit I could fuck with. I think he had a song called Spaceship that I fucked with real hard back in the day. Babyface, the new tattoo is healing up great. The C's I got on my back, I gotta go get the white. Y'all remember in the second one he had the white face paint on. I'm gonna get that ad on his face and then get me an RBG backdrop behind him. Like that shit gonna look real dope, and then get unapologetic on him. That's my whole scene in my mind. So I'm going to keep building on that. You know what I'm saying? Drive Slow was dope. Drive Slow, homie. I like that shit. I did like that Kanye song. Kanye had some pretty dope songs back in the day. Right. JC, if JT likes, he can know that goddamn great that Spaceship song. That shit was dope as fuck. Janet Jackson or Monica, as far as what? Am I getting a performance or am I just talking about vocally? Y'all got to be a little, when you ask me questions like that, I got to know where we at. Jay Khan says, when are we going to blame gangbangers for destroying our communities and call them all out? But you know goddamn well we can't. I think we have been calling them out for years. I think we've been calling them out for years. I mean, we've been talking to, and there are actually some gangs that have actually come together to fight and stand in unity against white supremacy as well. Don't get a lot of media time, don't get a lot of play, but that's happening out here as well. But people been asking these motherfuckers to have some sense about their shit for decades. They've been called out. Y'all are killing innocent black people. You're doing the job of the Klan for them. You're doing the job of the cops for them. Like, people been saying this shit to these motherfuckers, and they haven't looked around and saw where in this wheel that they are. Because we all in one. But where in it are these motherfuckers in a whole different type of wheel. All of it against ourselves. Jason Bernard said, who is white supremacy? White supremacy is a system that is ran by white-skinned people, built on racism, branched into capitalism, or built on capitalism, branched into racism. I had them flipped. So capitalism first. I've never been to Africa. George Zimmerman, he auctioned off the gun he used to murder Trayvon in cold blood. And I don't know how much money he got for it exactly, but I know he auctioned it off. So the fact that he's able to get away with shit like that, you know, is quite fucking interesting. Do you think Black Lives Matter are agents? I feel like they're not effective and they just bad white folk for shit. I mean, I think they bring issues up to the forefront, but that's it. I mean, what else are they supposed to be doing? I think they bring issues up to the forefront. Injustices that, you know, we get to hear about that have been silent for so many other years. I think they bring that to the forefront, and that's all I expect them to do. I don't expect them to do anything else. I don't expect them to lead me or, you know, free me. So, right? Jason Bernard said Black Lives Matter don't fund themselves. They got George Soros money behind them because Oprah was busy. Jessica H says, how is he still alive and able to make the news so often with all these so-called thugs around? I don't know where Zimmerman's at, but I'm sure he's not surrounding himself with thugs. We have to, now this is one thing that we have to do. We have to stop doing. We have to stop insulting our people to make a point. Doubly insult them. Like, you know, it's already bad enough. Like, we can't say that George Zimmerman is sitting around hanging around thugs. Ain't nobody touched this motherfucker. We can't say shit like that because we know damn well George Zimmerman is not in the hood. We know that. He is where he's safe. He's surrounded by motherfuckers who are happy he did what he did, who's excited. That he's surrounded by people like that. He's not in the hood. Or the motherfucker would have been gone. I bet money on that. But we got to stop doing that shit, man. You know, taking shots at us, calling us weak and shit like that just because he ain't dead. Like this nigga just hanging out in the hood, like at the liquor store and shit, just standing outside holding signs talking about I killed Trayvon. I got the gun. What y'all got? I'm like, no. The hood should come in. Voice of Reason says, but the hood should come to him. But where is he at? You think that's information that the hood can readily have access to? Where he is? I don't think that the hood got access to it. I think, you know, the military might got access to that shit. The cops and shit, they might got access to it. Yeah, they probably sat around taking shots with Zimmerman all the goddamn time. Chilling with him. Peaches A asks, do you believe having a black president make more racist America? What? I think you asking, do I believe having a black president make more people racist in America? Possibly. But no, I don't think that. I mean, you can't make somebody racist by setting a black man in the White House. You would have to already be racist for that to be a problem to you. You don't make nobody racist. People are born and bred to be racist. That's their parents doing. A black president didn't make people racist. It made racists get the fuck up out of their rocking chairs. That's all. That's all. They gave him a little push. And Donald Trump fueling these motherfuckers right now. So, you know. Mad love to Stacey Rogers. I appreciate the love. Keep fucking with me. Right. Nick the Creator said people were already racist, just hiding it. They wasn't really coming out here saying too much. Dylan, you got a point. Everybody fuck with me until we talk about getting this donations built up for this radio show. It's a good point. If you want to donate something, check the description box. All the links in there. People keep asking me about it. So the description box, the link is in there. Fuck with me if you feel inclined to do so. Either way, it's going to happen with or without your ass. Still love, though. Babyface, how do you feel about people who say black people can't be racist? I mean, I understand the point that they're trying to make based on, you know, them defining racism as a system as opposed to, you know, saying cracker or nigger. Or when you make racism a system, then quite honestly, a lot of white people aren't racist either. Technically. Now, I don't know that these people that say this factor this in. If we're just dealing with things that are said, you a nigger, you know, you a monkey, you whatever. Blah, blah. If we just dealing on that level, you a fucking cave beast, you a motherfucking peck of wood, piece of shit, racist, white, motherfucking Klan member, bitch. People say shit like that. If we just dealing on that level, if nobody's racist for this, then he's not racist either. Racism as a system, it's a lot of white folk that aren't even in, they think they are because of their racist views that they're a part of it, but they're not even a part of it. Because white supremacy is overcast with capitalism. You probably poor. You probably saying the word nigger. I'm probably calling you a cracker, right? But if I ain't racist for calling you a cracker, you ain't racist for calling me a nigger. You ain't did nothing really to affect me, but call me a name. So, I don't know if that is something that's factored in with people when they say that black people can't be racist or whatever like that. But that would be my argument. Jay Khan says it's pointless to explain to white people that blacks can't be racist. I mean, if you're going to take the point that people are taking, then it would be hard because you're telling the people that, you know, you can do something, but I can't do it. You're this because you do it, but I'm not it when I do it. It's just, you know, you're going to have a hard time getting that off on people, you know. But if you break it down on a fundamental level, I would even tell a lot of white people that you are just as much a victim of white supremacy as I am a lot of times. Because you're still at work. You're still a fucking slave. You calling me a nigga, but you know, you ain't do shit else. You not have a fucking big CEO and no fucking company or nothing stopping me from getting a job. Them motherfuckers are a part of white. That's white supremacy. When they can stop you from getting property and shit like that. That's white supremacy racism. That's what it really looks like. It has nothing to do with this shit y'all saying to each other. This is actions. To me, actions is what makes, or what is true racism is a matter of actions. So, you know, that's how I feel. How is Black Ops 3? Most of my friends say it's trash. I mean, it's straight. It ain't the best, you know. It's not the best game they ever came out with or no shit like that. You know, I wouldn't tote it around as that. But I play it. I'm decent at it. You know, camp is going to ruin every goddamn thing in the world any goddamn way. But sometimes I play on here on my channel. Some of y'all watch me live. We chit chat and shit over the game. And, you know, I get it in a little bit. DC Wilson says there's a rumor that Oprah is buying BET. Have you heard that? No, I haven't. I mean, I wouldn't really give a fuck if Oprah was buying BET, but I haven't heard about it. I heard the lady that used to own BET just became something for Twitter. Or maybe it was Instagram. I think it was Twitter. She became something for Black Twitter. I don't know. The chick that ran BET into the ground, and so did the Viacom, she is now ahead of something for Twitter. So apparently, you know, people can do whatever the fuck they want. And still come back to the team. Ryan Rogers said, what now? Hey, Rob, what about the video on how to eat pussy? What about is there the video on how to eat pussy? I wouldn't watch that shit. I personally wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't make one. That's what you're saying. I ain't gonna make no video either. Y'all better learn this shit on your own. Goddamn it, I put the work in. I learned on my own. I better get out here and quit bullshitting. Quit being scared of it. Shit. Fucking video. Rob, in your opinion, is Jay-Z a sellout? I mean, I don't respect what Jay-Z does with his money. I'll say that. He's an Illuminati puppet just like the rest of these motherfuckers. He's out here to make money off of however y'all feeling at the time. Him and his wife. I mean, you know, he out here to make money. Just like the story about the HBCUs earlier when they pulling funding out of that. Jay-Z not going up there to save them fucking schools. So he not doing that, then I can't fuck with him like that. Y'all, wow. See, this is how I know chicks is freaks, man. We start talking about eating pussy and y'all just in here going in. Y'all freaks on the low. Bang Bang NTB, can you explain gentrification in our communities? Well, this one is actually very easy. I'll break this down as simply as I can for you, right? You'll have a white area. Say where I live right now. Say where you live right now. It's all white folk. They living around, you know, got their little fences up, speaking, fake smiling to each other and shit like that. You know, walking the dog. Everything's all good, right? Well, at some point, you know, black folk might have moved in the area. Say we occupied this house right here. We made our way over there to where they was. We see them fake waving, smiling to each other every day, walking their dogs and shit like that, you know, doing all this shit. And white folks see us move in like, oh, what the fuck going on over there? Right? Like, all right, well, let's go speak to them, see what the fuck going on with them and shit like that, right? Well, the thing about that is some of those white folk that live in that neighborhood are already going to be pissed at that motherfuckers even there. So they're going to move out. That house is going to open up. Might be another black person, a black couple, or black whoever move in the area. Now there's two. Well, somebody else going to get mad, right? So then what happens in this area is it's quote unquote, the white folk was usually the black people that come in and taking over the whole goddamn neighborhood. We got to go, right? Panicking, shit like that. So black people come in this area. All the white people move the fuck out of the area. But when white people move out, the goddamn Starbucks is right there that was jumping for a while. It's gone now. The nice ass gas station, one of them big ones, them big super ass gas station, it's gone now. The businesses and shit, all that shit leaves with the white folk. The white folk don't just move. They move and take all the shit with them. Like, nigga, I'm taking, like, motherfucker take his basketball. Like, nigga, fuck y'all niggas. I'm out taking my ball with me. Like, white folk don't just move. They take the shit with them, take the businesses with them. And businesses are catered to follow white folk around. Like, wherever they're like, okay, we know this is where the money is. So we're going to build real nice shit up around here. We ain't going to really worry about what the fuck going on. Or whatever. We're going to let black folk, they can have that shit. I don't want that shit no more. We're going to take all the businesses out. Leave McDonald's, liquor store. Let them have their churches. We ain't gonna worry about that shit. That ain't really fucking what we got going on over here. They're gonna give all their money to that, and then they're gonna never get out anyway. We ain't even gonna tell them, right? They ain't gonna save or nothing. So let them have all that shit. take all the resources. When we go, we taking every goddamn thing with us and good schools and everything. We don't even send teachers over there that don't give a fuck about them. So we're gonna make sure that they have a really hard time getting out of the situation that they're in. Right? They take all the fucking resources with them. Leave black folk over here, thought everything was gonna be okay when they came over here and moved around with a couple white folk, right? Take the jobs though. Now you ain't got no job. Broke as hell. Now you struggling. You gotta get a job at that McDonald's right there. Go see if you can be an usher or something at the church and shit. Yeah. Work up at the store, occupy these terrible eating places all around the area and shit like that, Do that. Property value goes down. The conditions of the area goes down because with poverty and crime is going up here. And white folk like, look at them, But the fucked up part is if you put white folk in that same situation, McDonald's, church, liquor store, gun store, you put them in the exact same situation, you'll have the same fucking outcome. That's the fucked up part about gentrification, because they'll make it look like, well, those people conduct themselves in that type of environment because they are mentally wired, biologically wired to fail. They'll make you believe that. But if you put them over there with no fucking resources, they're the same motherfucking, the same thing, the same person. Just saying. And they'll act like gentrification ain't even happening. Like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what do you mean? This isn't racist. We just moved. That's all we did. We left y'all some stuff. Yeah. Oh, shit. Y'all reminded me what time it was. It is almost 11 o'clock, y'all. I appreciate everybody that was here watching the show tonight. Mad love to everybody that fucking commented. Everybody that's here every week. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go find my brother here and see what the hell happened with him in a second here. But mad love everybody. If you want to follow me, check in the description box. Links to follow me every motherfucking where are there. All my Facebook shut down 30 days apiece. So you're gonna have to catch me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, shit like that. Y'all just follow me everywhere because I'm gonna keep putting knowledge out here. Y'all do remember, Malcolm X Day is tomorrow. At least post some shit up. Find your fucking meme. Do something to show love and respect to one of the greatest black men that ever walked the face of the motherfucking earth. All right. See y'all next Wednesday. I'm out.